confidence high in Harrogate. What about York? With me is the Deputy Leader of the City of York Council, Tracey Simpson-Laing. Thank you for joining us this morning. Good morning, and Happy New Year to you.
Same to you.
So tell us, how busy was the Christmas shopping period in York? Do you get the anecdotal evidence then that it's gone well?
Well, we've not had the figures for this last week between Christmas and New Year, but in December itself, the footfall in the city centre was 6.1% up on 2010 and 17.8% up on 2009.
Now, there was a huge campaign, and not led by BBC Radio York, but a lot of people came onto the radio station to say, how about some free parking? Please help us out. And eventually you did, Boxing Day. So
yes.
What was behind that then? Was that just pressure from everyone, or had you thought, no, we'll do it anyway?
Well, I think it was a good idea. People have ideas, we have ideas ourselves, but, the evidence is shown from some of the larger stores in town who haven't traditionally opened on Boxing Day, that they opened the doors knowing that people were going to come into the city centre and spend some of that money they may have received on Christmas Day.
So it's something you'll be doing again?
Have to look into it. But I mean, generally over Christmas, the Christmas New Year period, if you look at the park and ride buses coming into the city centre, they come past my house every 10 minutes, absolutely sardines, Yeah, well,
people did seem to be coming into the city. Well, just generally in North Yorkshire, people were shopping.
I think also people are also going out to see all the attractions as well. We are lucky in York and in North Yorkshire that there are great places for people to go and see. And people don't just come here for shopping, they come to see the great heritage we've got as well.
So, that worked. Are there other schemes afoot to encourage people to come in? I know there's plans all along, but can you break any on the field today?
Well, we've got the York 800 this year, and the council, along with its partners, are putting on a series of different events. There's the ones that people are used to, like the Viking Festival, Illuminate York, but we're looking at other things, and of course we've got the Mystery Plays for the first time for a long time. Now that has an international draw. That will hopefully bring people in from Europe and further afield, and bringing money into the city. They're spending money in hotels, they're spending it in the shops and the cafes and the restaurants.
Is that the argument then, when you hear people sort of detracting against the proposed Monk's Cross development, that well, hang on a minute, people will always come into the city because it's an experience other than just shopping, so they'll shop anyway, or do you have some sympathy with the shoppers, at least the shopkeepers in York who are concerned about the development?
Well, I have family who aren't in York, who are in West Yorkshire, and they don't always come here to shop. They come here to see the heritage, because as the kids get to different age, there's something different for them to see. I've got friends across the country, and they come here to see the heritage. They shop as well, but they come to see the heritage. So I think it's a joint partnership of the two together.
One of the things I particularly like as a York man is seeing Parliament Street utilised, and I think that the more that's utilised, the better it is. It gives a buzz to the city. I know the market traders are somewhat missed that they're pushed out, but actually I think it does work. The market looks great, and you've got special events going on in Parliament Street. Are there plans for more of that? I remember a few years back now the music festival, which was a huge success, and it was a great vibe in the city, because everywhere you turn there was music.
There's been different things over the years. I'm from York myself. I remember in 88 we had the Zap Tent Festival that was part of the Mystery Plays, big concert on the Naysmire, which we have recently, the Naysmire has brought back again.
But the city streets just lend themselves to theatre, don't they, or events?
Well, we have got people playing music out there. There are more people doing busking and shows, the sort of shows you get in Covent Garden, people doing the juggling, the fire eating, and people love that in those open spaces. And hopefully when Parliament Street has had some of the improvements to it, like the toilet block going, we can hopefully build on these events.
The much maligned Splash Palace. That is going, is it? And
yes.
When will that go then?
I haven't got a date for it at the moment, but those are the things. But I can remember, as you can, when Parliament Street didn't have the trees in it, and people said at first it wouldn't work. Well, I think it looks great, and I just think it adds to that space now that we've got the greenery, we've got the seats, and it is a vibrant area.
And more plans to use it?
I would hope so, yes. But we have to look at things. We have to look at what we can spend. We are constrained by budgets, and those things we do have to take in consideration. But we want York to be revitalised. We want it to be a place people come, and that will hopefully help all the shops, restaurants, cafes, hotels, etc.
But you'd think, all in all, finally, a good year, Christmas for the city?
I do. I think it's been good, and hope we can build on this. It's going to be, we're hopefully going to have a good year coming forward, and get me back this time next year, and we'll see where we've come from there.
You're on. All right. Thank you very much, Tracey. Deputy Leader of the City of York Council, Tracey Simpson-Laing. Simpson-Laing there on how it's fared for the city of York in the Christmas and New Year shopping bonanza that we seem to have experienced.